Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, that's just mean. Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sword and Shield Card and Tundra DLC. So, for security reasons, I have put Golden Pants in the front of my party. So, I looked up what Galarian Articuno was able to do, and for the most part, it's only able to learn Psychic-type moves with Hurricane as per the other two. So I decided to put a Pokemon in the party that will not only be able to tank most of its stab moves, without having to deal with any repercussions, since it's part dark, since Golden Pants here is part dark type, and will be able to actually basically absorb all of the psychic type attacks. But in addition, Golden Pants has a couple of moves that would very much come in handy here for knocking it out. It mainly has High Jump Kick and Focus Punch, which are going to be quad resisted by Galarian Articuno, which will make it a lot easier for me to knock it out without killing it. But as a last resort, it also has Head Smash, which I believe, yeah, this also does recoils. So I don't have any way of dealing with that, but this also gives it the ability to shed status conditions as well. So, on the off chance that Galarian Articuno is able to inflict a static condition on me, on Golden Pants, Golden Pants will be able to remove it by himself, so I don't have to worry about him. But in any case, it also has some other thing. But in any case, yeah, I just brought Galarian Articuno here because I just brought Golden Pants here because Golden Pants is gonna come in handy for Galarian Articuno, so I figured I would just do that. But in any case, we gotta go back to Crown Tundra after getting all of my prep work that I've done out of the way for you guys. Yeah, he's smaller than I thought, but in any case, I forgot he just waddles. I forgot he waddles! I forgot about that! Okay, but in any case, Golden Pants here is going to be very handy in actually taking down Galarian Articuno. I don't know where it is. I saw it fly off in the direction of the Crown Shrine, so I'm gonna start there, but I honestly have no... Now, Crown Shrine doesn't make it the least bit of sense, because it wouldn't be able to leave the Crown Shrine if it were in there. It's only there and path to the peak, so Snowside Slope would probably be a smarter idea. I don't know where this thing is, by the way. I don't know where Galarian Articuno... Ah. There it is. Where did I hear it, though? I can hear its Pokemon cry, but I don't know where it is. Alright, but... Yeah, but... I feel like, Golden Pants is going to be very helpful in taking down Galarian Articuno here. Galarian Articuno won't be able to do much... Hello. I raised one of you. I know how threatening you are. I'm going to avoid you. But the question now is, where is Galarian Articuno hailing up? I need to figure out where it is, since it's just kind of floating around Crown Tundra, and I have no idea. Yeah, and I do emphasize float. It's got psychic power, so it doesn't actually use its wings. Oh. Literally just, where are you? Where? I heard you, but I don't see you. I saw it. I heard it. Where did it go? It was right... What is this? There's something written on the yellow pedestal. Do you want to read it? Sure? Over 22nd, the king brought abundance and life to this land that was once the Crown Tundra. We rule these very crown plains to our king. As long as the bond between us people and our king holds strong, these lands will no doubt thrive for all time in fertile green. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, someone who played. Where is it? I don't even see it. I've heard it several times at this point, but I don't see it anywhere. Where? Where is it? I should be able to see. Oh, there's an Obstagoon. That favorite Pokemon of Pierce. But I don't see it. It is around here, right? I'm gonna fast travel. I'm gonna fast travel to, city. To town here. Freezington. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day when we can just have this full, I'm looking forward to the day when we can have a full, Pokemon game that's just open world like this one is. Quote unquote. This DLC. I'm hoping they one day do recognize that and make a full-on Pokemon game. Probably not the next one, since the next one supposedly remakes, and they typically don't try, and they particularly usually just stick to whatever the remakes happen to be. But, nonetheless, I'm hoping that... Oh, hello. Also, you found evidence of the Grassland Pokemon. That's Super Saiyan of the data needed to track it. Okay, that's gonna be... I forgot that was a thing. I forgot Sonia mentioned that, and we can do a thing. Also, I'm not sure if I should cover Sonia's thing, because on the one hand, yes, it's a thing that needs to be covered, but it does need to be covered. But on the other hand, as far as I know, it just covers some optional legendary Pokemon that you're otherwise not going to encounter. I don't know. Also, Hearthstone, which makes sense considering that, I believe this is right... Next potion, that's helpful. Where is this thing? That's a... I should hear it. Okay. That's a Bomb of Snow. One of my favorite ice types, but I'm not gonna bother catching it right now. I just went right in a complete loop to freeze it back to Freezington. That's not what I wanted. It's not roaming around Giant's Bed, is it? I don't see it. That's what's scaring me. I don't see it, so I don't know how I'm supposed to find it and track it. It's currently untrackable for me. Energy root. Okay. Energy roots are helpful, so it's not like I'm gonna complain when I find one. Yeah, but I'm contemplating whether or not I should cover Sonia's thing or not, since Sonia's thing, if you're not aware, does lead to a Sword of Justice. And mainly the three of them, and then they become wandering Pokemon in the overworld once you collect enough data for them. But but apparently it also enables you to encounter a wild Keldeo, which hasn't happened since Generation 5. You haven't been able to catch a mythical Pokemon in the world for a while. Except for maybe, what is it called? Except for maybe Deoxys. Deoxys is, oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, that's just mean. Oh. Oh! Hi, Articuno. Also, I've been listening to the soundtrack's not available yet, as far as you know, but people have ripped the files for the song anyway. I've been listening to it on SoundCloud. It's fun. Hey, Focus Punch I don't think I'm going to be able to outspeed this thing with, but I am several levels higher than it, so it should help. Also, I'd be marking it as collected since I already have the Cantonian form of it, and I registered that into my Pokedex already. So it's registering it as caught, even though I haven't officially caught it yet. I figured I would bring that up. But in any case, am I fast enough to outspeed this thing? Ow. Okay. Yeah, but okay. Can I nail it with a Focus Punch? I think it's going to just spam Hurricane, but try Psycho Shift. Alright, this is the idea I was going for. Yeah, it's going to quad resist that super effective hit, but it is going to come in mighty handy. And it also doesn't outspeed this thing, so gotta be careful. Focus Punch. As long as it doesn't use Spam Hurricane, it will not hurt me. Okay, so I'm learning. This was a good idea. This was a good idea. My idea is working. It used Hurricane out of the gate, yes, but it's not really causing me any sort of problems. Yeah, but in any case, people rip the files from the game, and that's how I've been listening to it on SoundCloud. SoundCloud is my favorite place for finding music, by the way. Okay. But I get the feeling if I hit it again, it's going to cause problems. I'm gonna try it, mainly because I have morbid curiosity, but I don't think it's going to die to this. I don't think it's going to die to this. Yeah, Freezing Glare is also its signature move. It has the ability to freeze you if you can't tell from the name. Okay, that's enough. It has the ability to freeze you, and it's the only Pokemon. It's the only one of the Galarian legendary birds that, oddly enough, is able to afflict a stats condition relating to its own typing. You would expect Thunder's kicks to paralyze you and Fiery Wrath to burn you, but no, that's not the case. Apparently, they just lower certain stats. Galarian Articuno is the only one to be able to do this. It's odd. I'm not entirely sure why Game Freak decided to go with that, but that could have been interesting if they could have paralyzed it with an attack, use an attack to paralyze. Psycho Shift. Yeah, it can't hurt me, so it's just a matter of wearing it down enough. This was a good idea. I probably should have gone for for a Pokemon that had better resistance to it, but I'm not gonna complain. This is working. It's gonna heal. I'm gonna heal up by the time it actually gets off another Hurricane, and on top of that, its ability is competitive. So as long as I don't lower its stats, I'm fine. As long as I don't still lower any of its stats, I'll be fine here. Okay, Hurricane. Now I might be in a little bit of trouble. Ah! Golden Pants is fine. I do need to worry though, because it almost killed me with that. I do need to worry a little bit. It did almost kill me with a Hurricane, so I don't need to, as long as I'm at full health, as long as I'm at full or near full health, I'll be fine, but and on top of that, Leftovers is going to heal off my damage periodically anyway, so as long as I'm smart and careful with this, it should be fine. I just need to catch it now. That being said, yeah, I will mention this since it's relevant now. Up until now, the legendary Pokemon in the Galar region haven't been a problem. Up until the Golems and the legendary birds, the game has given you one Master Ball per Pokemon, with the exception of Kubfu because you're asked to raise it instead. But the point being, you haven't had to try for the mascots. This is the first time the game's actually been giving you a challenge for the legendary birds. It's the first time the legendary Pokemon have put up any sort of fight. And of course, there's also Eternatus, which dies immediately anyway. So yeah, I'm healing my Hurricane. I don't think has much PP, so I probably will be fine. But yeah, as long as the RNG is kind to me, I will catch this thing. Yeah, and on top of that, I'm a lot higher level than this thing, so. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Damn. Oh, well, there we go. There goes my idea. Bye, Golden Pants. Ah, well. Here's next Pokemon. I almost caught it that time, so obviously I'm going to do that. The question is, what do I use? I don't have a Pokemon that actually resists it anymore, so this will be interesting. Alright, but Dawnless Shield is going to pop up, so I'm gonna make sure Golden Pants is at the ready, so that way he doesn't die immediately once I use. So that way, if something bad happens here, I'll be fine. I don't know what Psycho Shift does. I'll have to look that up, but I'm not sure. Wait, does Psycho Shift? Wait, I think Psycho Shift shuffles around its stats if it has its stats raised. I don't think it does anything because it isn't able to currently raise any of its own stats. At least that's what I'm thinking. Freezing Glare. This is what I was worried about. I take neutral damage from that, but there's a very good chance it'll freeze me. So that's why you want to be careful. Ow. Get in the ball. Please. Is it because I said the please too late? That's probably because I said the please too late. Alright. Oh, I didn't know it could inflict a confusion. Not that it matters, but I didn't know it could inflict confusion. Alright. Please get in my Pokeball. Please? Pretty please? Aww. Freezing Glare. I don't think it can affect. I don't think that's going to freeze me since it. Ow. Alright. But yeah, I like the legendary Pokemon themes in this game. They really did go all out for this game. They did. This DLC. I hope they continue this momentum into Gen 9 or whatever comes next. But yeah, you see what I mean? It doesn't fly. It just floats using its psychic powers. I don't think I've drawn attention to that up until now, but it doesn't fly. It doesn't fly. It uses its psychic powers to get around. Why is it inflicting confusion regularly now? That's not a thing that should be happening. Okay. Okay? Aww. I don't know what Psycho Shift. I'll Google it. I swear to God, I'll Google it. There we go. All right. Okay, no. Now everybody's leveling up, and now I have Galarian Articuno. No, I don't want to register. No, it's not going to register it in the Pokédex, but it is going to register it as an alternate form. Caught Articuno, one of the legendary perch from the clue. Jot down your current status on Legendary Clue 3. Alright, Articuno was caught in the Clown Tundra. Okay. Alright, so they're not in any particular order. Just where they were in the DLC. They're in DLC, or they're not in, the Pokemon themselves are in numerical order, for whatever reason, but they are in DLC order. Zapdos is in Wild Area, Moltres is in Isle of Armor, Articuno is in Crown Tundra. Why they didn't go all the way with that and put it in 1, 2, 3 order, because that's what the latter half of their name means. I have no idea. But in any case. Alright, Peony, we've done the thing that we were asked to do a long time ago. We've caught all of the legendary Pokemon. That should be every Pokemon in the game. Or at least every Pokemon that I'm willing to catch on camera. I still have to go back and complete the Pokédex, but and now the Pokédex is massive. The biggest it's ever been in a game, might I add. Dex cut aside, This is the most Pokemon that have been natively available in any Pokemon game. So, yeah. While they're not going to be making sure that all of the Pokemon are transferable going forward. They did compensate us for quite a bit. Not like 80% of the Pokemon are available in the game now. That's still less than all of them, and obviously people are still going to be upset by that. But it's still impressive. There's still a sizable amount of them left. All right, and now I'm curious on if it's actually going to count, since I did store Zapdos and Moltres in my Pokemon Home subscription. So we'll see if it counts. Oh, hey, Chief, legendary birds, Articuno. Wait, you really caught Articuno from the Legends? That's Ultra Mega Brilliant. Report away. So that's Articuno, is it? The legendary Pokemon that can manipulate ice? I definitely see the resemblance, but it's got this dodgy mask on and everything. And it hardly seems cold at all, does it? Oh, well, it's got one Ultra Mega Spicy Icy Glare. That's Articuno enough for me anyway. Let's call this expedition a success. Yeah, I want to talk to you about the legendary bird some more. Zapdos. Wait, you really got Zapdos from the Legends? That's Ultra Mega Brilliant. Report away. So that is Zapdos. Is it the legendary Pokemon that can cause thunderstorms? I definitely see the resemblance, but those legs look thicker than I expected. It's not exactly electrifying, is it? Oh, well, it's as spiky and as long beaked as I hoped for. That's Zapdos enough for me, I suppose. Let's mark this expedition complete. Got anything else? Okay, so it does cap. Okay, so that confirms my suspicions. Wait, you really got Moltres? Okay. So that's Moltres, is it? The legendary Pokemon that's in the embodiment of fire. I definitely see the resemblance, but it's not all hot. But it's not at all hot to the touch. Kind of looks like it's more at home with the punks and Spikeman than a volcano, doesn't it? Oh well, it looks like a bit like it's burning if you don't look too close. That's Moltres enough for me, I suppose. Let's call this expedition well done. Looks like you've reported all there is to report on Legendary Clue 3 and the Legendary Birds. Smashing! I'll mark this expedition done. Alright. Alright. And he's gonna stamp it, so now it's done. Looks like that's about all the reporting you've got to report just now. Go give those other legends a nice thorough investigating. I've done them all. Huh? Well, how about that, Chief? Looks like that's the last bit of the Grand Peony Inventor that I had for you. Whoa, now this is an occasion. What's the word? Ultra Mecha Epic. Your passion for all this caught me off guard, Chief. This whole Inventor thing was built out of a lot of rubbish I scraped together. Even I had my doubts about the whole thing. Alright, so you didn't really believe in the thing you were going to set your daughter out to do? Okay, alright, I don't know what to say about that. Even he didn't believe that he was gonna see any legendary Pokemon, but here we are. But you went in with a ton of energy. You don't suppose those Pokemon you caught were really the ones in the legend, do you? I do. Nah, actually, never mind. You don't have to tell me anything. The look on your face tells me everything I need to know, Chief. I can tell you must have done some Ultra Mega Epic exploring. And whatever you discovered on your way, that's a special treasure just for you. I'm not about to rain on your parade by being noisy and asking silly questions. Well, Chief Zack Morris, thanks for sticking around and finishing every part of my event tour. I want you to have this. Consider my way of saying thank you. Peony's rare league card. Okay, so now we can actually get some lore on this guy, I think. You put the league card in your album. But I can't shake the feeling I'm forgetting something. Dad, people can hear you all the way outside, you know. Hi. My darling Nia. Oh, this place isn't so bad. So this is where you're staying? Yes, he is. Oh, hey, Zack Morris, fancy meeting you outside the Max Lair for once. Yeah, it's been a while. you're really on my wavelength. So you actually kept my old man company. Cheers, I owe you one. I have my fill of Dynamax adventures now. So I thought I might as well try one of those what-do-you-call-them tours my old man was going on about. Too late! I already finished them all. Sorry. Oh. Oh, he's just realizing now what happened. Nobody said... Oh, what? Why'd everyone suddenly go quiet? Yeah, about that? Hold on, give me a mo. I'll come up with some new legends straight away. You'll have your adventure, Nia. A nice father-daughter expedition. Finally. Whoa. Wait 1 second. You'll come up with legends? I kind of finished them all while you were gone. I'm sorry. Also, that's way too close. I need some personal space here. Alright, first things first. I got something for you, Nia. Here, I made this brilliant shiny Explorer out for you. You get changed while I come up with something. What in the world? Are you trying to turn me into a disco ball or something? Why have I got to wear this golden one when yours is normal? Gahaha, isn't it obvious you're my darling daughter? I want you to shine so bright that everyone notices you. It's things like this. I've changed my mind. Here, you can have this. Hey, but why? You got a gold expedition uniform. Okay, I'm assuming that's my reward for completing his story mode for him. I'm heading back to my own adventure. Time to catch some more Dynamax Pokemon. No, come back, Nia. No need to be so rebellious. I know you really love me, don't you? Sorry for the sudden commotion, Chief. It was a blast exploring with you. Feel free to keep using our base camp, of course. Anyway, time for me to go spend some quality time with my darling daughter. Hold on, Nia. Wait for me. Okay, he's leaving. Is that the end? Yes! That's the end of the story. Okay. So, that's the end of the story mode. Okay, so long story short, I liked the idea of the DLC. It was kind of a glimpse. It was kind of just a glimpse into what the game could actually be if it tried harder. Obviously I like Sword and Shield a bit. I definitely feel like Crown Tundra definitely pulled it out of the bag though. Like Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor in the base game were actually pretty good. The story was pretty decent for the base game, and then Isle of Armor just adds to that by adding some much needed context to some of the bits of the game. But then there's just Crown Tundra, which basically just pulled it out of the bag. It gave you reasons to go back and explore previous areas you had already been, and then to add on top of that, it actually gave you legendaries that were worthy of a challenge. And also, it's a kind of a glimpse into what a open world Pokemon could be by adding an open world settlement to the game. So overall, yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. But in any case, I believe it's gonna send me back. No, never mind. What is that? You obtained a legendary clue? What did I find? A mysterious clue that Peony seems to have dropped. There's a photo attached to it that shows a shifting hole opening above the Max Lair. There's a strange note, like a legendary clue. Oh. Animus... Okay. Oh! I know exactly what this is. I know what it is. Did you Peonies lose this? You should deliver him to Max Lair. I know exactly what this is. It is. So this is in reference to Ultra Beasts. I didn't know Ultra Beasts were in the game. They added Ultra Beasts to the game. Yeah. So Ultra Beasts are a little bit weird. They're technically not Pokemon, but they technically are Pokemon. Again, it's weird. The way they work is that they're technically their own separate thing. They're not legendary. They're not legendaries. I want to state outright, they are not legendaries. They're not legendaries. They have never been legendaries. They never will be legendaries. But they're a little bit weird because of the way they work. In that amnesia, by the way, I didn't have this. But the way they work is that they're technically rare and based encounters, but they're standard Pokemon. They're just regular Pokemon from another world outside of the regular Pokemon world. They're weird. I like them, but the way they work is that they're very similar to legendaries. Yeah, they have a very high base stat total of 570, whereas legendaries are usually 600. But they're very different. They're very unusual, very different, and they're basically completely different design-wise from what Pokemon would normally be. So they're very, very, very weird. Also, I'm pretty sure... Actually, no. Now I'm looking at it. It probably isn't a Dynamax Pokemon. Oh, I didn't know this guy was back here. They're very different. They're very different from Pokemon. They were made to buck standard conventions, design conventions and stuff like that that Pokemon normally goes with, but... And the end result is that they're just a very unique take on Pokemon. And I'm a little surprised that they came back actually, because the way they work, because they were heavily introduced into Generation 7's story. They were very involved in Generation 7's story, to the point where they were played a major part in the game's climax. They're very different, very unusual. Hey there, Chief. Thanks for stopping by. I'm finally getting a little quality family time with my darling Nia. She's not particularly happy. I dropped something at base camp. Is it that really mine? I don't ever recall writing it. Hang on. Isn't this the Max Lair there in that clue? What? Huh? Oh. What happened? Creatures. A horde of creatures appeared inside the Max Lair. And we don't know if they're Pokémon. Yeah. Ultra Beasts. They're not from our world. They're not from our world, but people think... But because of that, people think they have they resemble legendary. People think they're legendaries because they're extremely powerful and they have unusual designs on top of that. So nobody's entirely sure if they're Pokemon or not. What? Has something caused alien beings to appear? And this is somehow connected to that uncharted wormhole that opened up briefly in the sky? Oh, she knows. Well, it sounds like some crazy new things afoot. And you know what that means, Chief. Bet you a new expedition's approaching. And I just know what to call this one. They came from the Ultra Beyond. Okay. How do you like that one, Chief? Anyway, for now, that's your goal. Catch the Pokemon, or whatever, in the photo on that clue. Now get pumped for some more adventuring. Okay. Alright, Chief, got something legendary to show me? Have a look. What have you got for me? Regidrago. Here's our little Dragon Giant. Gahaha, sorry to tease me, just having a little laugh. Don't you worry, Dragon Giant, I've got a great respect for clothespins, and you look like the greatest of all. Keep up the good work, my fine pinchy friend. I don't think that's the Pokemon from the mysterious clue, Chief. Keep a sharp eye, the game's still afoot. Okay, so the post-game is that I have to catch the Ultra Beast. I got the wonderful items. Okay, you still sell me things. You sell me the ability patch. And Beast Balls for 150! I'm going to need those considering what they are, considering that Ultra Beast can't be caught with regular Pokeballs. I am definitely going to need to save up and buy those. Okay. That's concerning. What about you? You okay? I appreciate the help, but you're not ready for what I got to offer. Try me again when you got some more of these Dynamax adventures under your belt. What are you talking about? Would you like to embark on a Dynamax adventure? No thanks. Okay. It's unusual. Yeah, so we gotta get... So if you want to catch the Ultra Beast, you come here to get them. Alright, so they work similar to other rare encounters. They're just encounterable in Dynamax adventures at the end of the dungeon, and there's a chance you'll eventually find them. I believe they're version exclusive. As far as I know, they're version exclusive. But, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. So, Crown Tundra overall is great. Crown Tundra overall changed the way I look at Pokemon. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they continue on with this in whatever the next games wind up being. They could either add to that with the Dynamax event, with a more, what are they called? They could either add to that with, they could easily add to that in either whatever the remakes whenever they pop up. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe next year because it's Pokemon. They release a game every year, and Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor took the place of a full game this year. So next year we're definitely due for a new Pokemon game. Or they could bring it back in Generation 9, which is as far as I know the next game that there's going to be released after this. And I don't even know what Generation 9 is. So, Generation 9 is going to be interesting if they decide to take all of the concepts they've taken from the entirety of Sword and Shield, the Wild Area, Isle of Armor, Crown Tundra, all of that, and then they just make that and then they just use that to improve the game as best as they can. I'm looking forward to the day when Pokemon is going to be able to live up to its full potential, and overall Sword and Shield lives up to that, but specifically Crown Tundra pushed it over the edge and gave me the type of Pokemon game I want to see them make into a fully fledged game. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also, be sure to check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month. It really helps me out, and you guys get access to a bunch of perks that I'm always saying thanks. So be sure to check those out in the description below as well. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!